Rodney Pelt is a father, grandfather, and founder of a youth mentoring program. He is also an author, a recent college graduate, and retired veteran. And like many men and women in the military, he served time overseas fighting for our country. Rodney's struggles managing his mental health started when he was fresh from combat. He recalls how it was a tough transition getting back to civilian life.
Coming from a combat zone, being away from home 14, 15 months and dealing with the stresses of combat, dealing with firefights, being in firefights, ID blasts, seeing people killed, best friend getting killed. Over there, it really had a lot to unpack and had a big impact on me once I got back and tried to assimilate back into normal life.
Rodney dealt with post-traumatic stress and anxiety as a result of his tour of duty in Iraq. These mental health concerns, combined with being a father, husband, and provider, caused him to turn to drugs and alcohol. He recalls a time when the thoughts in his head led him to try to take his life.
And it just came to a head one night on the side of the road where I just figured I'd rather not be here. I'd rather not face all those realities again. I'd rather not face having to drink myself to sleep because I can't just regularly go to sleep. I couldn't face just going to work and being around people without popping a couple pills to kind of calm myself down. So it came to a head and by the grace of God, it didn't fire. So.
Studies show men are more reluctant to seek treatment for mental health, mainly due to the stigma surrounding the topic and the traditional strong male stereotype that exists in our society. But Rodney says with help and hard work along with therapy, his life took a turn for the better. These bi-weekly sessions gave him a chance to release complicated emotions, including anger and frustration.
When I started learning the why, I was able to break those things down and use my coping skills to deal with those on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I unpacked a lot of different things that I was dealing with as a youth when I started therapy at the VA.
LaWanda Van Horn is the Community Engagement and Partnership Coordinator with the Tuscaloosa VA.
Hello, this is LaWanda with Tuscaloosa VA Medical Center.
Aside from taking care of our service members, vets, and their families, her role is to combat suicide and promote mental health care.
Every one of us have struggled with something, and so to get that message out there that it's okay again to let someone know if you're in need, to let someone know if something's not right in your thought processes, because we certainly don't want to lose anybody.
Van Horn says starting the conversation about managing your mental health can begin with doing something so simple.
A smile to me goes a long way with changing someone's day. And I believe that if we can openly talk about mental health more freely and encourage people to access care, to access services, or to just go to, someone close to them that they trust, will be beneficial.
Rodney is definitely reaping the benefits of therapy. In fact, he says his therapist calls and does regular check-ins to make sure he is prioritizing his mental health. How is Rodney today?
I'm happy with what I see in the mirror. I used to wake up daily unhappy. I woke up daily with anger on my mind and hated being in this situation and hated having to go to therapy every week and hated to have to sit in front of therapists. But I finally woke up with a smile on my face and look in the mirror and now I'm seeing it. I love what I'm seeing in the mirror.
A true testament that managing your mental health starts with taking a good look at the person in the mirror.